Alrighty, everybody, and welcome to High Velocity Racing League's Cup Series, round number 13 this evening, the second race in the round of 12 of our first round of playoffs, and it is from the Homestead Miami Speedway, the 1.48-mile oval track with some high banks, some variable banking. It's going to be 134 laps here this evening with 4 additional sets of tires, no fast repair, and stages on lap 33 and 67. And the track temp nice and cool this evening. Since the update, the cars got a little bit squirrely in what was supposed to be a day race, but they moved it back. You know, we had weather rolling through, so they pushed the start time back a little bit at Homestead Miami, and now we're running at night, 134 laps, like I said. So my name, as always, Matthew Chase. Joining me this evening for the first time, we got Tim Taylor up in the broadcast booth. I'm not going to make the normal joke that I would normally make for your name, Tim. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to be here. Glad to see what these guys have got in store for us this evening.
Absolutely, and you know, we have our newest race winner on track right now. He's got the fastest lap so far, and then it's the 85 of Ray Hanneman. He's on pit road right now, but the fastest lap so far is definitely something to be happy about. A 32.10, and he's got a 1/10 plus advantage over everybody else. So definitely what you want to see if you're the 85, trying to get those playoff points via stage wins and race win. Next fastest is Bryce Tucker. He's out on track in the number 11, looking like the number 12, but it is the number 11, I promise you. And he has a 32.24. And he's going to be digging himself out of a deficit right now as well. He missed the race last week at Talladega, and he finds himself about 40 points in the hole to the cut line. So he's going to have a very good performance here tonight. Definitely try to get a lot of stage points and maybe even a race win to try to put himself up into the cliffs. Come again, Ray? Sorry. That was not.
What are stages for country?
Well, I will go over that in the driver meeting there, but it is, I believe, 33 and 67. Let me double check.
You're correct.
The ballpark, I was wondering. Thank you.
Well, there you go. So the wonderful thing about the broadcast here, for me, I always get to run race control at the same time, so that's always a fun thing for me.
That's a lot.
It's a lot to do. Third fastest, though, is the 31 of William Kern. He's 32.25, so he's about a 100th slower than Bryce Tucker. Two-time winner Joe Hudson, and ooh, somebody had something there. I think that's Tyler Lemon had an issue. Yeah, he's got big issues in the 23 and got loose off the turn, too. But Joe Hudson, our two-time winner in the 49, he's fourth fastest with a 32.29. And then Justin Nava, who just came on pit road, he's fifth fastest, 32.36. A couple of drivers in the 32.3s there as well with Mangrum and Gross. Those Mangrum in particular, he's got a good seat in the playoff right now. He's near the top of the running order in the standings. That's something you want to see for the number 9. He's looking to try to get a race win and lock himself into the round of 8 as well. Daniel 27 has shown glimpses of speed this season in the Cup car. And he's going to try to find his way towards the front once again in the number 27. Kevin Fry, raw dogging it out of pit road. He loops it, unfortunately. He's my pick for the race win tonight, but he is right now 8th fastest with a 32.41. So we'll see if Kevin can get any faster. And another driver near the bottom of the playoff standings. He's on the bubble right now, on the wrong side of it. The 45 of Mike Marini. And the top 10 driver, the final top 10 driver, Brandon Dayhoff in the 51. He is running a 32.43. So we'll see if he is able to improve that in the qualifying session. But, Mr. Taylor, guess what we're doing?
We are
Qualifying.
starting the engines.
We are starting engines for qualifying. We'll see what
Here we
happens.
go.
Who the first one on track will be. And a couple of drivers getting onto pit road, getting ready to go. Prepping their run out. And Ray Hanneman will be the first one on track. Let's take a look at the 85 as he starts his out lap for his first qualifying lap. Fastest in practice, so definitely look for the 85 to be at the front of the field today. He's got a lot of confidence after his race win last week at Talladega.
I was watching him in practice earlier, and I noticed that he really does favor riding that wall around the track. I mean, there was a few times he got caught up in it, but overall, I mean, he's had the average best time out of all these guys. So we'll see how if he can pull this off and stay that way.
And as you mentioned, he loves that wall. He stays high through turns 1 and 2. Looks like he may have brushed the wall, not sure. Into turn 3, he stays on the high side once again. And likes to keep that momentum up for sure along that high side. Here we go. He's coming across the line. Does he get a first lap in? And it looks like he did not. He did catch the wall there in 1 and 2. Kevin Fry, the first one to put down a time, the first pole sitter on the time right there, 32.4 for the number 82 of Fry. Other drivers getting their laps in as well. Wilder with a 32.6, as does Kern. Gross and Landford a little farther down the running order, as is Mangrum. Fry off of turn 4 here. Across the line. Hanneman gets a better time. Fry improves a touch, but not enough. Ray Hanneman on the pole right now, 32.29. A great lap from the 85.
I knew he'd pull that one off.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at CD Mangrum. He's in 3 and 4 right now. He's off of turn 4 now, trying to get a better lap than he already has. A 33.21 is improved to a 33.1. Mangrum, though, usually one of those drivers who elects to start near the back and is able to make his way towards the front throughout the race. So watch for the 9 to run through the field.
I'm looking at the 51 right now. He jumped up there to looks like to be the 4th, 5th best time for now. That's my money on the race today. Is the 51 a Dayhoff.
Dayhoff. Money on the line there for Dayhoff. A 32.61. Not a bad lap for qualifying. That's going to put him in the 5th position right now. Still a couple of drivers out on track. Looks like the only one going for a time right now is the 49 of Joe Hudson. He's running high through 3 and 4 on his first lap of qualifying. And he's booking it across the line. Let's see what the number 49 has in store for that first lap. He's going to knock the 51 out of the top 5 with a 32.59. And he elects to run the bottom through 1 and 2. Off of 2, it's going to be a good run down the back stretch. Hear him ripping up through the gear through 4th and 5th. Down to the bottom again for the 49 through 3 and 4. Trying to cut that time down as much as he can. Off of 4 and across the line. Put Joe Hudson outside pole with a 32.39.
That was actually pretty impressive.
That's a great lap. I mean, you think about it, where you have Hanneman on the pole running the outside exclusively, gets the 32.29, and Hudson on the inside exclusively getting that 32.39. So that 10th, is that momentum really that much of a difference? I think it is. And it looks like the only other 2 drivers we have in the session right now, Bryce Tucker, he, I'm guessing, hit the wall on his 2nd lap because he only has run 1 lap. And then Tomlinson has not put down a lap yet. So we'll see if the 4 decides to try to get out there or not. He's got 30 seconds to do so. So I'm going to guess he's not going to get out there. And with that, that's going to put us at the end of qualifying. Nobody else going to be able to get another lap down, so that's it for the qualifying session. We will go to a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be running through our grid order. Stay tuned. All right, we will quickly run over the grid. We are back. Sorry for the delay. And I will quickly run through the grid. Leading them to the green flag is the 85 of Ray Hanneman. Outside pole will be the 49 of Joe Hudson. Kevin Fry in the 82 will be starting in P3 with Tyler Lemon outside of row 2. Starting inside row 3 is Justin Nava, and Brandon Dayhoff will be joining him there in the 3rd row. Row number 4. Whoop, wrong one. Sean Wilder in the number 99 with William Kern. Row 5.
You can't shut your cars off anymore.
Danny Gross and Mike Marini. Row 6, C.D. Mangrum and
No, you can't.
Lanford.
That's crazy. Oh.
And then
No, I just did.
Carvalho and Tomlinson in the 7th row. And then running up the field is Bryce Tucker. Here we go. Green flag flies, and we are racing from Homestead, Miami. And off the initial start, Hanneman getting a great jump, taking the bottom through 1 and 2. Definitely the faster line off of the initial start. And he has already pulled up to a half a second lead. He goes to the high side through 3 and 4 as Kevin Fry jumps to the bottom, leading that group from there on back. He is in 2nd. Good start for the 82. Joe Hudson falls back to P3. And Dayhoff with a good run so far. He's up to P4 with Tyler Lemon running out the top 5. We're battling there for 5th. Lemon side by side with William Kern. Kern is going to have the momentum down the backstretch. Once again, he's able to dive down in front of the 23 actually, cut the air off the nose, and complete that pass fully for P5.
Yeah, it looks like the 23 car just seems to be falling back a little bit more and more each one of these quarters here. I'm not sure if I'm not sure what's going on with him, if he just can't get a grip or.
Can't get a grip up. He's falling back 3 spots so far off of the start. Tyler Lemon. Right behind him, Danny Gross and Sean Wilder doing battle for the 8th position. Gross holding it, but Wilder trying to challenge. And finishing out the top 10, Mason Tomlinson, number 4. He's moved up 4 spots so far off the start. Back out front, though, Ray Hanneman still leading. That gap hovering around the half a second mark. And then another half a second back to P3 and Brandon Dayhoff in the 51. He's picked up a lot of speed throughout the practice session, and now he's feeling confident on the podium right now. Oh, and Hudson hard into the wall. And there's...
Couldn't even hold the brake.
Big time damage for a bunch of drivers. Caution is out. And that was a hard shot.
Oh, go there.
So that was Hudson against the wall.
Yep.
He lost traction, made contact on the backstretch, and looks like the
Sorry,
31 to
Tucker, I didn't
15
realize you were right there.
ended up
All
getting in
good, dude,
contact.
all
And
good.
See if we can get the chase cam here.
Yeah,
It's not my cam.
Hudson, I didn't mean to T-bone there, bro.
Let's see what happened. He gets loose, tries to collect
Yep,
it.
I'm done. You boys have a good season.
Right front hard into the outside wall. Down the track. And Kern trying to avoid it just gets hooked. And then makes contact with Nava as well. Kern out into the outside wall. Big time damage for the 31. And a bunch of drivers getting big time damage. Kern's looking like he's done for the night.
That one was all on me.
Gross contact there, and man, that's a big wreck for everybody. Everybody coming down pit road, it seems like, too, trying to get fuel and tires, potentially. Maybe just fuel, not so much the tires. Looks like Fry a little bit too far forward in his box. And Dayhoff out P2. Off the pit road, that
What did you say it was? Lap 33?
mistake.
Yeah,
Costly.
Mason.
I wish I could shut off my car.
And Mason will be sitting P4.
My car's off right now.
Mangrum will be 5th.
I can turn the ignition off and everything, and the engine just keeps running.
You are correct, sir. Yep, you're correct.
This is exactly what Hanneman wants, though, is to be
I
out
love
in
these
control
iRacing updates, man.
of the field. If he can get some big-time playoff points. He doesn't need the playoff points right now, but if he can get them, that would be beneficial for him moving forward into the round of 8 and beyond.
Right, and that's pretty unfortunate that we had to caution so early in this race because I mean, yeah, we got 128 more laps to go, and we're already pushed a couple drivers at the back that could be racing for potential here. So it's kind of I mean, I guess you could say anything can happen at this point, but unfortunate for the 49 and the 31. But hopefully they make up that time and they find their way back up into the in the race here.
William Kern has already retired the car. He had terminal damage there, so unfortunate for him that he will not be able to advance his position any farther than the 15th position. So
I got a black for passing under the yellow. I don't know how.
Green flag, green flag.
just a heads up.
All right, green flag dropped.
We'll double check that, Joe, just so you know.
Hanneman once again off with a decent lead with Dayhoff coming up behind him, keeping pace. The 82 of Fry
Yep, Fry.
following close behind the 51. Looks like you had a pretty decent battle there for 2 and 3.
Yeah, it looks like Tomlinson trying to get a lot of momentum off of turn 4. They're going to be splitting Dayhoff down the middle. He's going to be the cream of the Oreo as Tomlinson rips around the outside. That puts Mason up to P2. Trying to join Hanneman into the next round of the playoffs. He was right behind the 85 with Fry sitting P3. Dayhoff falls back to P4. You know, the person that didn't have too much damage out of that was the 15 of Justin Nava. He had contact with Hudson under that caution, but not too bad, and the car seems to be running just fine for the number 15. Looks like Tomlinson and Fry are going to be doing battle for second. Fry looks to the inside. The momentum from the high line will give Tomlinson the position for now, but I gotta believe the 82 is going to be looking to the inside once again as they get into this turn 3 and 4. They'll be door-to-door off of turn 4. Fry has the slight advantage, but again, the momentum from the 4. He will get that quarter panel once again. We'll see if he can make it happen down the backstretch for the 82. He does have the better line, but all that momentum that Tomlinson's able to build up on corner exit keeps him alive in the battle. And Hanneman running the inside now. He has been really good along the high line all evening. But now I'm guessing he's in fuel saving mode right now because he is going to the inside trying to cut as much time off as he possibly can. Meanwhile, Tomlinson and Fry have closed the gap. They are side by side off of 2 once again. This battle not over. It's going to be a 4-car race as Dayhoff looking to insert himself into it as well. Dayhoff and Tomlinson along the outside as Fry and Hanneman on the inside. Fry not able to clear the 4. All that momentum once again keeping Tomlinson in the battle. As he goes back to the high line once again, Dayhoff looks to the middle. And he's not able to make anything happen there. And Tomlinson and Fry off of 2, still battling it out for P2. C.D. Mangrum up 6 spots from the start of the race. He sits in the 6th position, just outside the top 5. He's got Tyler Lemon right behind him. And they are attempting to chase down the 15 of Justin Nava. Right behind Tyler Lemon is Bryce Tucker in the number 11. 25 of Colton Lanford sits in 9th right now. Job of keeping that number 25 in a position on the top 10. Tomlinson looks like he's secured 2nd for now. And this time by will be the halfway mark for stage number 1. You know these guys are saving fuel, trying to get to the end of the stage just on that one single stop. And because of that, I think Tomlinson's going to be to the outside. There goes the number 4. Ripping around the outside. Hanneman side drafting to try to keep him there.
Now, I don't think Hanneman knows what to do down there. But he's running that low line. Seeing him in practice, it looks like he really favors that top side. So with Hanneman getting pushed down there, I'm not sure he quite knew what to do with Tomlinson going to the outside.
And really, I think it comes down to that fuel saving mode that Hanneman has been in, but now it looks like he's got the reins let loose as he rips away from Tomlinson along the outside and back out to a half a second lead for the number 85. As Fry and Tomlinson do battle for 2nd once more. Once again, the momentum of that high line keeps Tomlinson in P2. Will that allow Dayhoff to come in from the high side as well for the 3rd spot? Fry continues to battle for it. He will have the quarter panel. No, not quite. Again, the energy from the 4 able to keep him ahead. Dayhoff still running the outside. Building up that confidence out there on the high side. Lemon up to P5 now. He got by Mangrum and Nava. Lemon, one of those drivers who you're never really sure if he's got the speed until he really shows it. When he showed it at Dover, he was very quick there for a while. And now he's showing pretty good speed. He's fallen back 1 position overall, but down Dayhoff up for 3rd. He goes to the inside of the 82. Not able to make that work, and he gets loose off of 4 there. Able to collect the car, though. Good save there for Dayhoff. Fry quickly capitalizes and is able to take the position back for P3. Mangrum was able to get by Lemon, but Lemon's still doing battle with him. Trying to find his way back to the top 5. Dayhoff still holds fourth, but he lost a ton of time off of that bobble a couple laps ago. He's now about a second behind the 82 for the third position. Mangrum and Lemon battling it out for fifth. Mangrum using that high side to his advantage. Lemon still sits in sixth with Nava now looking to challenge the 23. Yellow flag is out. We did not see what happened, so we will try to catch it.
Looked like to be the 25 of Lanford.
All right.
Coming around third and 3.
Take a look at it. Got loose. Hooked it off of turn 2 down the backstretch to the inside. And looks like nothing too serious. Maybe a little bit of contact with the outside wall, but no harm, no foul, other than scuffing up those tires.
That's easy fix, right?
Oh, it's an easy fix. And this will help out everybody who was maybe half a lap or lap short on fuel. And Fry going down pit road. He's leading the guys down. Fry, Dayhoff, Lemon, Tucker, Wilder, Danny Gross, and Colton Lanford all coming down pit road. Colton's probably going to have to get tires here just to keep that heat cycle a little fresher. That's going to leave Hanneman and Tomlinson P1, P2 with Mangrum third. And Justin Nava fourth. Marini running out the top 5. Looks like Fry, the first one off of pit road this time around as well. He'll come out P7. And he'll have to try to battle his way back here.
You spam the ignition button like 40 times, sometimes it shuts off.
And if he does that...
Don't tell him the secret, Thomas. It's speed.
I don't think it's much of a secret because it doesn't, it's not going to work that well anyways.
I just think of it like
It's only gonna be-
like 90s Honda. You just
Let's
gotta
see.
screw with it.
2
and
more
it'll work.
laps under caution. That'll put us on lap
Do
26.
they sell Hondas in Canada?
And wow, okay.
Damn. Stop that here, please.
Dashed a little bit a couple times, it usually works.
What a joke right there. What a joke right there. Anyway, like I was saying, we got to probably next time by, nope, this time by. Okay. So yeah, we're going to go green flag with 26 on lap 26 rather. So that means we're going to have about 7 laps of green flag racing before the end of this stage. And Hanneman electing the outside, I think that kind of gives us some insight, Tim, as to what the 85's thinking here off this restart.
I mean, by now, if you've been watching, you already know the 85. He loves that outside lane. He loves the momentum coming off the turns, down the straights with the speed. So we're looking for 85 to get that clean air, and he's going to be gone like he's
still damaged.
usually has been this race. So hopefully somebody can link up behind him and catch that draft, and don't leave him all by himself out there in the front.
Well, he wants to be left all alone out front. He wants this to go green the last few laps for the end of the stage and call it a day for stage 1 and then come down and get some Goodyear Eagles and some Sunoco race fuel. But we'll have to see what happens because these guys are about to go green flag race once again. The pace car dives down off of pit road and into the restart zone we go.
Green flag.
The 85 rips away on the outside. And Tomlinson will jump up in front of Mangrum. And Hanneman actually elects to go to the bottom here.
Mangrum almost had that too.
Yeah, I was about to say he had a really good opportunity to try to get second, but Tomlinson keeping that energy up. This is going to be a heck of a battle for the lead as Tomlinson goes to the inside of the 85. Hanneman will have the momentum, and Tomlinson jumps up in behind to get that draft down the straightaway. And Mangrum right to the back bumper shoving the number 4 into the corner. Mangrum, a little bit of contact to the outside
Oh,
wall.
I saved it.
And we'll see what he can do here. Nava going to the bottom, trying to get by Mangrum as well. Nava and Marini trying to make something happen on the inside. But again, the outside proving how strong it is with all that momentum off of corner exit. Hanneman still runs the lead. And this time by 4 more laps for this first stage of the race. Tomlinson secures P2. Nava has secured the 3rd position. And now Marini going to get by Mangrum as well. And right behind the number 9 is the 82 of Kevin Fry. Oh, and contact there for Marini and Lemon, but Marini able to save it. Great job
Sorry, man, my
saving
bad.
it there for the 45. Falls back quite a ways, all the way back to the 10th position, but he does keep the car underneath of him. That puts Lemon and Fry battling for P5. Hanneman off of 4.
Yeah, I think
oh, go ahead.
Lemon just got a little bit too close there on Marini's bumper there and got him a little sideways. He saved it, so keep rolling.
Stay green flag racing, which is the most important thing. And they are battling still for 5th. Fry and Lemon, door to door, off of 2. Hanneman this time around. We got 2 laps to go in this first stage. You know the 85 wants to see it go all the way here to the end of the stage. Pits are closed to the stage. I got 2 more laps to go in this first stage.
And Hanneman is just walking away with this.
He really is.
He gets out there. He just walks away. I mean,
he's walking away with it. Tomlinson is quick, but not quick enough right now. Nava sits in the 3rd position with Kevin Fry still doing battle, but now he's doing the battle with Mangrum. Mangrum around the outside, looking to get by the 82. Those guys continue to do battle for P4, but we're going to stay on board here with the number 85. Because as soon as he crosses the line, we throw that yellow flag for the end of the first stage. As he comes off of turn 4 to the line, Ray Hanneman, his 4th stage win in a row, as he takes stage number 1. Collect the pace car on the backstretch here off of turn 2, and they'll come back around and get some pit stops here, especially for the guys at the front who did not get the pits on that last caution.
looks like they'll be coming in for the pit.
Yeah,
For
everybody coming down pit road here. one staying out is Danny Gross, who I believe is 1 lap down, so he is getting one of his laps back via Lucky Dog. He'll come back around and pit next time by. And Lemon and Tucker both getting out in front of the field. So real quick, we will grab our Stage 1 winner here. And for his 4th stage win in a row, the number 85 of Ray Hanneman. Ray, take us through your first stage here. You were dominant pretty much the entire run.
Loving this car right now. It feels really gripped up, and I'm trying to put this internal car in the victory lane tonight, so I'm doing what I can right now.
So we saw a little bit of fuel strategy saving there through the late portion of that caution. Was that just due to the timing of that first caution of the race?
For what exactly? Just running lower line, or?
Well, yeah, you'd been running the high line basically.
I'm sorry to ask again, what's this stage in?
The whole first stage, you were running the high line in practice and all that, and then you started to move down to the bottom. Was that just a fuel strategy save?
More tire saving, to be honest. Running that high line with all the debris and stuff like that up there, you get a little loose, hit the wall a couple times. You just want to make sure your tires stay alive with the new updates. So changing up your lines isn't as aggressive anymore, so it's really able to save here and there, which is nice.
All right, well, we'll get you back down with your team. Looks like we're about to go on green flag racing here. Good luck the second stage and the rest of the way.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
See what Ray can do. Can he win another stage? Another sweeping of the night would be incredible for the 85. That's exactly what he would want going in to the rest of this race. And the rest of the
my question I have going into the restart stage 2 is, how is he going to do being behind Tucker and Lemon with the dirty air being on the inside?
Did I speed off the pace car there or what? I don't want to get a black flag here.
Yeah, so that will be something big here as well.
Green flag, green flag.
Flag flies. And right off the rip, there goes Hanneman, dodging and weaving by Lemon, and to the outside once again, trying to find his way by Bryce Tucker. Tucker holds the lead for now. You know those fresh tires of the 85. He wants that lead back. Wants the control of the race. Lemon looks to the inside. Tomlinson to the outside. And he will rip by Fry for P4. Right there, Hanneman catches the wall off of in turns 1 and 2. We'll see what he can do down the backstretch. How much momentum did he lose? And now through 3 and 4, trying to find something to get by Tucker. He's got that momentum. Will he look to the bottom, down the front straightaway and in turn 1? Tucker going to defend the inside. Not sure what happened to Danny Gross. Oh. There goes Hanneman. Oh, a couple guys getting loose. Looks like Lanford got loose that time. He's collecting it. Hits the outside wall, but gets it collected. And Hanneman back to the lead now after making that pass for the race lead on Tucker. Lemon and...
Dang you, Ray.
Lemon and Tomlinson and Fry all getting by.
Just putting pressure on me.
Yeah, like Tucker got a little bit loose there.
Absolutely, he did.
Heard him with Tom say too much pressure there from Hanneman, so.
That's a good thing. That's what you want from our Cup Series. Hanneman doesn't want to give up any amount of time, and now he goes to the bottom trying to, again, kind of keep the cycle of the tires alive. And that's exactly what he's trying to do by going to the bottom. Lemon sits in second, but he is still battling side by side with Kevin Fry. We've seen the bottom not be successful in these battles, but Fry collects the wall that time in 1. still able to rip up though on the outside and make the pass for P2. But Tomlinson says, hey, he got by. Now I want by as well for the third spot. And just like that, around the outside, off of 4, he will make that pass happen. Lemon still falling back as Nava will now look to the outside.
Nava got a little loose there. That leaves Dayhoff to come up and pass him on the inside, coming down the backstretch. And he does.
Tucker was able to get back by him as well for P5, and Dayhoff looks to the inside. He should make that pass. Mangrum right there. He's going to be aggressive and try to get by as well. Nose to tail with the 15 as they run down the front straightaway. Looked like he might try to side draft the 15 there, but did not make any kind of an attempt there. Recognizing that that Nava had the run. Now your race leader once again, Ray Hanneman, has that gap out to about 0.6 of a second over Kevin Fry. Fry continuing to run the outside. Tomlinson following right behind the 82, only a couple of tenths back. And then Tyler Lemon and Bryce Tucker shortly right behind there, behind the 4 of Tomlinson as well as Dayhoff. Dayhoff trying to get himself back into the top 5 here. Once again, he runs the outside line. Keep your eyes on this as I take a quick look and read this off. We have a new sponsor here tonight, as you may have seen. We have DPR, a trusted home remodeling company out of West Bend, Wisconsin. Is known for their high-quality, reliable home remodeling services. They have the craftsmanship, attention to detail, and dedication to customer satisfaction that you're looking for from your home remodeling partners. With more than 10 years of experience, they can help you get that kitchen, bathroom, basement, or your whole home remodeled on time and on budget. For more information on DPR and all of the services that they provide, head to their website, www.dpr-wisco.com. Thank you to DPR for their support for High Velocity Racing. As we talked about DPR, our sponsor here tonight, Dayhoff was able to make that pass happen over Tucker on the outside. Lanford has an issue again. Not sure what happened to the 25, but he is falling way back off of the time of the leader. And it looks like he is big time broke. Looks like that left front is completely toast. So that will more than likely be the night for the number 25. As he is trying to crab walk it back down pit road and get off the racing surface.
Yeah, look back. It looks like he did the same exact thing that he did last time, where he cut that turn 2, a little bit too sharp, washed out, and spun into the infield and hit the wall. So he wasn't so lucky this time, but it could be the night for Lanford here.
All right, yeah. Hanneman still continues the lead. And looks like Fry starting to kind of eat away at the gap a little bit. He is within striking distance of the 85. And again, Fry, my one to watch tonight. If he got a win, that would really propel him well into the next round. He's had a lot of speed throughout the season, but he has been caught up in incidents throughout the season. He had a real shot at winning at Bristol earlier on this season, taken away by a lapped car making contact with him while he was in the lead. So definitely a chance here for Fry to get his first race win for points in high velocity racing. He did win our duels at the beginning of the season. Tomlinson has some heat from Lemon right behind him as well, though. Actually, as I say that, Lemon, oh, he's loose off of turn 2. Trying to keep it off the wall. He does, and that is a yellow flag as Lemon brings out our 4th caution of the night. 3rd for cause. He gets it back going. We'll take a quick look at the incident. So we'll see. He's running the bottom in 1 and 2. Looked like he might have caught the apron, but he was very close to it. Gets loose off of 2. And just really can't keep it collected. He gets loose and no contact with the wall or anything like that. So he does a good job of locking it up, locking it down, making sure he doesn't make contact with the wall. Just a quick self-spin off of 2. 23 of Tyler Lemon.
Yeah, that seems to be a common theme with these cautions so far tonight is coming out of turn 2. I feel like guys are getting too much throttle, and that's causing them to get loose and come down into that wall there. So you think that they would see this a few times and kind of adjust to coming out of that corner?
Yeah, the biggest thing is he's trying to get as much out of the car as they can down the straightaways, and having that exit speed is crucial, especially from the bottom, because you know that outside has all that momentum built up, and Fry and Hanneman are going to get out in the same positions they came in, 1st and 2nd. Looks like everybody else staying put as well.
Leader taking bottom here.
There we go. Making sure to call out where he's going to go. And he's taking bottom, so a little bit of strategy involved. He's got Tomlinson behind him, teammate, so wanting the teammates to line up for sure. And this time around will be 1 to go green flag racing, which means we'll go back under green on lap 54, and that puts us 13 laps to the end of stage 2. So Tim, I know you're kind of new to iRacing. What's your mindset here with that few laps to go in the stage? What would your plan of attack be here if you're the 82 of Kevin Fry?
I'd say if I was Fry, I would pretty much I would just hang out. I would hang out with Hanneman. I'd follow him. I wouldn't be too aggressive. I'm not sure where he stands with points. I wouldn't want to, do anything too risky to cause a caution. But I mean, I feel like Fry, he's been hanging in there. He fell back and he's back up to where he needs to be. Obviously, he's aiming for that 1 spot, so I would say just hang in there. You got a couple laps left. Play it safe, and you get a fresh set of tires, full tank of gas, and then that's when you start making moves.
It's a good plan of attack. Pace car going to dive down pit road here. Hanneman has control of the field. He's got Tomlinson right behind him. Teammates in Eternal Racing into the restart zone, and they rip away on the bottom. And Hanneman with a great jump will give him a good lead down into turn 1. Tomlinson should be able to follow him up to P2, with being Fry will be left out on the outside in 3rd position, with Mangrum to his inside as they come off of turn 2. And he's able to clear the number 9 for 3rd. Dayhoff will be side by side with Nava. Dayhoff taking the outside here in 3 and 4. That momentum will be a big factor if he makes the pass happen for P5. Out front, Hanneman. Tomlinson with a big run on the outside. Has to give up a lot of momentum. They stay 1-2. Fry dives to the inside, trying to make the pass. And off of 4, he keeps it down on the bottom. Can't clear the number 4 of Tomlinson. He'll have another crack at it in 1 and 2. The dirty air will play a factor for Tomlinson as he runs right in the wake of the 85. Again, Fry not able to clear. Tomlinson with a big run down the backstretch, and the draft will keep him back into P2. Hanneman collects the wall a little bit there in 3 and 4. This battle for second has been raging pretty much the entire session so far. Another one that's been raging on is Dayhoff and Nava. Dayhoff still holds 5th. Nava collected the wall a lot longer, and Tucker is able to make a move to the inside of the 15 for 6th. Trying to make his way back into the top 5 is Bryce Tucker. This battle continues to be a great one for P2 as Fry and Tomlinson duking it out down the straightaways. Fry might have a chance to clear. He collects the apron, though, and that's going to give Mangrum a chance to go on the attack for 3rd. There goes Mangrum around the outside for P3.
And that's what I was talking about there before the restart. You don't want to get too aggressive right there and lose position over, something like that. I mean, I know Fry can he can make up for that, but just that little bit of aggressiveness, right? It's it could have been a lot worse than that, but he saved it.
He's able to keep it out of the wall, which is the big thing. But now down the backstretch, he actually hits the wall there off of turn 2. A couple drivers actually did. As Nava went deep to the inside, he's going to lose a couple of spots. He loses them to Tucker and Wilder. Now under threat from Marini as well for P8. Marini will clear even for that 8th position. And now Mangrum's going to be looking to the inside, trying to get by Tomlinson. He can't make that happen, but Fry now, big run down the backstretch as he stays to the outside in 3 and 4, and will try to make that energy work to his advantage off of turn 4. Crossover from the 82. That should help out a ton. As Fry looks to the inside, can he complete the pass here over Mangrum? Looks like he might have an opportunity to get up in front. He does. He clears the 9 for P3 once again, and now we'll go and turn his attention back to P2 with the number 4.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Caution out. Bryce Tucker involved in this one. Take a look here. Tucker.
To confirm, that will not be staged, correct?
Just gets loose off of 2. Unfortunate there. How bad is it for Tucker?
I know there's dirty
Ooh,
air,
a
but
hard
dang,
shot
that
to the
was,
inside.
that was completely unexpected.
It just snapped into the inside wall.
Oh, even after that day, you still can't pass anything.
We'll have 2 to go when we go green, so not stage. That was a hard shot for Bryce Tucker.
Did I get into you, Tucker?
Oh no, not at all, dude.
So yeah, we got, this is lap 63. Next time by will be 64. We'll go green on lap
Only thing I could think,
65.
dirty air, combination of that transition there. Not your fault at all, dude. I was trying to race you.
It's all good. I was getting loose and I saw you going sideways. I didn't know if I touched it or not.
My car done blew up.
Heck of a shot. Yeah, that was a really hard shot to the inside wall. I was not expecting it to hit that hard.
I didn't expect it to break loose like it did. It didn't feel like it.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know if you saw that at all, Tim, but that was a really weird situation there where he got loose.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked like he caught a little side draft off of Dayhoff, and it kind of just tossed his car there to the left.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was anticipating it, and it just threw him into the wall down there.
Unfortunate for him, but everybody else, I think everybody else would be happy with a short break here with a quick run to the green and white checkered flag.
Are they bottom here?
Basically a green and white checkered flag here, run for this second stage. We'll see if Hanneman can sweep the stages here again. If he does, it'll be his fifth stage win in a row if he gets this stage 2 victory. A very good run of form here for Ray Hanneman. They enter turn number 3. This time around, the pace car will dive off down pit road.
Bad case of netcode, Brandon. That's all it was.
Here goes the pace car. Into the restart zone we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag flies. Hanneman with a great jump. Pit road's closed to the stage. Big one off of the restart. Thomas still holds P2 as Mangrum slides into third. Fry in fourth. Ray to the outside here. He leads them off of 4. One more time. Stage number 2. Stay with Hanneman. Once again, once the leader crosses the line, that is the end of the stage. Going to be a battle for third there between Fry and Mangrum, but if Hanneman can get back to the line, that'll determine who wins that third position. Off of 4, Hanneman crosses the line, and he wins his second stage of the night and 5th in a row. And this time around, we talked to Hanneman already once today, so we will talk with the 82. He's been doing a lot of battles on the inside. We'll talk with him after he gets his pit stop done. Everybody's down pit road this time around. 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles. Sunoco race fuel should get everybody going. Right side's up for everybody. Left side's up for pretty much everybody. Looks like Hanneman and Fry will get out 1-2. So let's grab. We will grab number 82, Kevin Fry. Kevin, you've done a lot of battles there with Tomlinson, Hanneman, everybody here at the front. You've been able to keep your car clean so far. Talk us through your race. How hard is it to pass on that bottom side?
It's pretty tough, man. Real slow down there.
It's looked like it's been difficult. I mean, you get that momentum built up on the outside, and that is what really keeps everybody able to get by you. So, I think he said.
Yeah. I think a lot of dirty air plays into effect. It's just hard to get past the car going out of the corner.
Yeah. So, what's your approach here going into the second stage? I think he said he was taking top there, just so you're aware. So, what's your approach going into this third and final stage?
Take care of my stuff. Try and save some tire and some gas. See what happens.
All right.
Make it a long race.
Yeah, we've still got half a race to go, man. So, good luck to you, and I will get you back down to your team radio.
I appreciate it, man. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Good luck. See if Fry can get it done here in the third stage. He's been quick so far, Tim, and hoping to see some good stuff here out of the 82.
I am with you there. I'm hoping he finds his line. I'm hoping he figures out what the 85 is going to do, even if that means he has to follow him around and kind of enter that dirty area he was just talking about. So,
are we generous enough for like 7 wave rounds?
we'll see what the final stage has to offer, and we'll see if I can pull off.
There's the answer I was looking for. There's the answer I was looking for. Here we go, though. Into the restart zone we go, and ripping away around the outside goes Hanneman and Tomlinson. Teamwork there for the 2 Eternal Racing guys. That's going to keep Fry on the bottom. And he's got Mangrum right behind him. Mangrum will jump up to the high side. Door to door goes the 82 and the 4 down the back straightaway. Fry able to clear up in front of Mangrum into P3 once again. We'll see if he can make anything happen from that third position. Trying to look back through the field a little bit, see some of these battles we got going on. Dayhoff looking for the crossover. 4P5. Marini is able to hold him off for now, though. Marini dives back down to the bottom, and Dayhoff elects to stay high. Not necessarily wall ripping, but he is very high up on the track.
He got that momentum off the top of that corner there, so he's looks like he's coming up underneath, and he does make the pass on Marini.
That's a great pass. Now the crossover back the other way. Will Marini be able to make the pass back for 5th? It looks like Dayhoff is going to be door-to-door with him. He will have the high side advantage if he can get wound up quickly enough. He should be able to get that momentum and get by the 45, and it looks like he's even going to do it before they even come off the corner. That allows Nava to maybe have a shot at getting by Marini, and Lemon looks to the inside of the 45 as well. He wants to get back up to the top 5. And I know Marini remembers what happened earlier when they were next to each other, as he gave a little bit of a side draft there to the 23. Does not hook him, but just says, hey, remember me. I remember what happened. Two kind of pulling away a little bit from Fry. Tomlinson, half a second gap to P3, and Hanneman another half a second ahead of Hanneman as well. Of Tomlinson, rather, excuse me. Hanneman half a second gap in front of Tomlinson. like another battle going on back here. Lemon and Dayhawk duking it out for 5th. Lemon continues looking to the inside. But the momentum from the top will keep Dayhawk in a good spot. The side draft keeps them mostly even. And they stay side without a little bobble there from Lemon in the middle of 1 and 2. He will not get to the quarter panel. He will stay right behind the 51. Fry has caught back up to Tomlinson, but he's continuing to have to look to the bottom, try to get by Tomlinson. Mason doing a very good job of continuing to hold the high line and making him really battle for that second position. Mangrum continues to sit in 4th position in the number 9, with Dayhoff chasing him down. The 51 of Dayhoff has had a very good night so far. Started 6th at the beginning of the race, and he has been battling for a top 5 position the entire night so far. Again, battling for P2, Fry and Tomlinson. Fry continuing to have problems by battling on the inside. Tomlinson continues to do a good job defending from the high line. And off the 2 once again. Tomlinson will clear the 82. Battle there going for P2, but really, as long as Mason has the high side, it's going to be hard for Fry to get by into that second position. Not to mention burning up the tires trying to battle for that second spot. Meanwhile, Mangrum starts to reel back in Fry a little bit. Trying to reel in Mangrum as well. Tyler Lemon and Justin Nava are going to be duking it out for the 6th position. Lemon holds that spot. Nava looking to get there. Time to P3 as Kevin Fry is able to pull away with Tomlinson. These two still in hot pursuit of the race leader, Ray Hanneman, as Ray has lost a little bit of time there down the straightaways, but he had been doing a good job of building that gap up. Now the gap is only 0.6, but all that momentum from the 85 is able to be carried down the straightaway. Good run there into turn number 1 for Ray Hanneman. this time around. 50 laps remain from Homestead, Miami. I think that's as good a time as any for our crank. Get up. Hanneman continues to lead that gap, still a half a second or so to the second position of Mason Tomlinson. And Mason still doing battle there with Kevin Fry as well for that second spot. This trio at the front has gapped out on Mangrum a bit. 1.6 the gap. Sorry, 2.2 the gap to the race leader for CD Mangrum, but another couple of tenths as Hanneman has come down pit road. This is the first time for green flag pit stops here tonight. And it looks like a little bit of that right front damage there for the 85 as well. That leaves the race lead to the number 4 of Mason Tomlinson, who has been doing battle for a long time there with the 82 of Kevin Fry. Those two continue ripping around the track. And you know the dead giveaway for Mason, if he's going to be pitting, is he's going to run to the bottom. These two stay out another lap. Everybody else also staying out another lap. Oh no, Ray actually has another issue coming off of pit road. He gets loose and down into the grass. A lot of time lost for the 85. Dayhoff says he's going this time. Fry staying out, as does Tomlinson. The first one in will be Dayhoff from the midfield. Mangrum actually went that time as well, so those two both going down pit road. As well as Carvalho. Lemon up to P3 now through the green flag pit stops. Nava up as well to P4. Mason staying high once again. Fry, he stays out this lap as well.
Four pitting.
Tomlinson's going this time.
82 pitting.
They're both going to pit. They're going to be in an advantageous position, though, because, like I said, Ray had that big issue off of pit road, so he lost a ton of time. He's even behind Dayhoff right now. Here comes Mason. Mason loses it. He loops it. No, so does Fry. Both of them. Yellow flag is out.
Sorry, man. I was fucking sliding still.
Wow.
Wow.
What a
That's all good. That's fun to
turn of events right there.
Green flag pit stops in the middle of it.
Split into the pit, too, and it gave me a black flag. I don't know if that matters or not.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can clear that one. That wasn't just avoiding a wreck. That was part of it. Sorry, man.
No worries. That apron got me, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, dude. That was good racing.
Yeah, did you do it on your own, or did I cause you to spin too?
No, I spun. I tried to overcorrect with you.
We'll get back up there.
Dayhoff is able to get his lap back. Ray will get his lap back, though, because he'll be ahead of the field. So he'll get his lap back with a wave around.
Yeah, my question. I was about to not take tires.
That would have been a big mistake if Ray had done that, if he hadn't taken tires there. But no, Ray will be able to get his lap back, as will Carvalho. Both these guys going to get a wave around here with a 1 to go. So they'll be tail end along this line.
Still looking for those wave rounds.
Mason, I have to pass you.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Does that mean I'm going to be a lap down?
No, but you'll get a black flag if you cross that start finish line.
Yeah, you're going to want to let them go if you can, Mason.
Yeah, I'm parked up by the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm bottom. I'm in the same boat.
That was an unfortunate series of events.
So yeah, they're going to get the 1 to go here. Ooh, I would have crossed the line, though.
Crap, Ray, you're a lap down.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I believe it's blank that you did ahead of us.
Oh, now Mason and Justin will be crap.
I mispracticed, so that's probably, I'm going to blame that as why I spun.
Well, here we are. Lap 97. A bunch of stuff
I got all
happening
kinds
there.
of excuses.
A whole new arrangement of drivers and positions we got going on now.
Yeah.
Blame you, CD.
Sorry, I'm coming.
No, you're good. You're good. Don't worry.
Mason and Nava now are showing a lap down, as is Mangrum. Mangram's multiple laps down, so not sure what happened to him, but here we go.
Green
Flag flies. Wilder out front with Tyler Lemon and Kevin Fry and Mike Marini. These guys all battling for a race win and trying to put themselves into the playoff round of 8 if they can get that win. Wilder leads him across the line. 99 leads at the start of lap number 99. Booking it to the front. Dayhoff had a big issue. Not sure what happened to him. He has got the car rolling though. Oh, he loops it again though. Having some issues there on the back stretch. He keeps it going. Now Kevin Fry in the 82. He's going to get out to the point, and he is leading this race. Taking advantage of the mistakes made by other drivers, for sure. He is continuing to run the bottom, so he's saving the tires as best as he can. Tyler Lemon sits in the second position, and Mason showing a lap down. He's in the lucky dog position right now, though, as he tries to chase down Lemon and Fry. Hanneman's slowly creeping back towards the front. He sits in fifth.
I am a lap down. How's that happen? There's just a drop to the end of the line penalty. I was still on the lead lap, I thought.
I think because you were stopped on track and the pace car passed you, it puts you as a lap down now. I think Nava got the same treatment. Race leader about to come up on some lap traffic in Dayhoff. Dayhoff had a couple of issues there off the restart. Wilder and Hanneman doing battle there for fourth. Wilder has the inside, but Hanneman has been very good on that outside line all race long, and he will have a good chance to get by the number 99 for P4 through turns 3 and 4. He wants to get back out to that race lead. And he's making good work of the 99 up to P4 for Ray Hanneman. Mangrum having to come back down pit road here. Looks like CD is going to call it a night. He's parking it early in the pits. And that should be the night for the number 9. Wilder continuing to battle with Hanneman. These guys have battled a few laps now. Oh, Lemon gets loose. He loops it. Yellow flag is out. That'll help out Tomlinson at the very least. That'll get him back on the lead lap.
And that'll help out Dayhoff too. He was almost getting ready to get lapped by those guys, so you've got to catch up almost a whole lap.
Perfect for him. Well, there's your lap back, Mason.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Lap 108, our 8th caution of the evening.
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. So you're saying because I stopped and the pace car went by, even though I was leading when the caution came out, they just put me a lap down?
Yeah, because where you were stopped on track, it views you as a crashed car. It viewed Nava the same way. SDK was showing you guys as having an accident, so I think that was what it was.
Interesting. Oh, well.
So Hanneman stays out. Down comes Fry and pretty much everybody else. Hanneman, though, will put himself back into the race lead. And I think that's going to keep Joe Hudson another lap down as well because there is a car on track. Although, maybe not. We'll see what happens with the 49 if he has to fall to the tail end or if it will let him do the wave around where he's ahead of the race leader right now. But Dayhoff does stay out as well. That's a little bit surprising due to the fact where he spun out a couple of times, put a lot of heat in those tires. This will obviously help out with the heat cycle of those tires, though. "35 laps will remain here as they get ready to cross the line for the 1 to go. So we will go green flag racing with 34 to go. Dayhoff comes down pit road this time. That's going to give him a 40-second hold penalty as well. So that's going to hurt Brandon's chances going forward tonight. And Hudson does get the wave around there. Sorry, 25 to go, not 35 to go. I can't count. My math has been really bad today, Tim. I swear. So the guys who've been running 1-2, or running in the lead for most of the race tonight, will be starting on that front row. The real question is does Hanneman have enough fuel in that car to make it to the end of the race, with 25 being about what the fuel window was? But here we go. Pace car is about to dive down pit road. The field in the hands of the 85. Green flag flies. And another great jump by Ray Hanneman. Fry will close off Marini from getting to that second position. That's going to put the 82 up to P2. And he's got one full tank of fuel to make it to the end of the race. Meanwhile, Hanneman probably going to be in fuel-saving mode for the remainder of this race, trying to make it to the end, is the number 85. Marini having a good run right now. He's up to P3, sitting 6 positions up from the start of the race.
51 pity.
There goes Dayhoff to serve his penalty that he got for pitting with a closed pit. And Lemon and Wilder now under battle for P4. Lemon goes ripping by Sean Wilder for P4, and now we'll try to attack Marini for the 3rd spot. Mason working his way back to the front as well. He's gotten himself by Carvalho for P6. He's got Justin Nava, a lap down car, right in front of him as well. See if he can make quick work of the lap down vehicle and push his way back into the top 5. Meanwhile, out front, Fry and Hanneman doing battle for the race lead. Once again, Fry dives down to the bottom, and Hanneman running the outside. They'll be door-to-door off of 2. Down the backstretch they go. Lemon has made the pass for P3 as well. He's putting himself in the fray for this race lead, but Fry, does he have enough to get clear? He gets up in front. That's going to be Kevin Fry out to the race lead once again and making that pass happen on the bottom, which has been hard to do all night. And this time through 1 and 2, Hanneman goes to the bottom, and he is going to lose a ton of time as Lemon now battling for P2. He's gotten to the inside of the 85. There goes Lemon up into the second spot. Marini and Hanneman having to come down pit road this time. 19 laps to go, and he cannot make it to the end from there. So he'll be hoping for another caution. That leaves Fry out to the race lead. All alone. He's got Lemon trying to chase him down, which is what we had happening before. In P2 is the number 23. He's got Wilder right behind him, about a half a second back. I see you. Sorry. Sean Wilder sitting in third. He's got Tomlinson coming to the outside. You know Mason wants to try to get back up there and battle for the race win. I think these guys all kind of in save mode, though, right now. There goes Mason by Wilder for P3. Back to the podium for the number 4 car. And now he tries to turn his attention forward to try to get within striking distance of Lemon at the very least right now for P2. That gap, though, 1.2 seconds. Not sure if these guys can make it on fuel. But the fuel run has been said to be about 25 laps, so it should be just about right for the race leaders, but Wilder had a bit of an issue there. Not sure where Wilder went. Looks like he might have blinked out. That's going to give another spot to Marini and Carvalho. Those two guys now within the top 5. If that blink goes all the way out. Lemon still doing a good job on the bottom, keeping that number 23 planted down there and ripping it away. 14 laps remain here from Homestead, Miami. And the top 2 starting to pull away from P3. Tomlinson trying to reel him back in, but it is going to be a long road back for the number 4. Looks like we did lose Wilder. He's down to the 8th position right now, and he will continue to fall. There he goes down one more spot as Dayhoff gets by him with the blinking as well. Marini does sit in 4th. He's got a good gap to P5 as Carvalho trying to get back to him as well. The big one, though, right here, the race lead. Both of these guys sitting in strange positions, trying to make sure that they can get a race win here.
49 is pitting. 49 pitting.
You know, Lemon didn't make the playoffs here, so he's just racing for pride and trying to make himself a race winner here. Fry, though, trying to lock himself in to the round of 8 with a win. 11 more laps from Homestead. And Tomlinson has not been able to gain any ground on these two at the front. Lemon, though, has caught up to the race leader. He is now 2/10 off of Fry. A very good point to be brought up there, Mike. I'm not sure why either. Maybe he didn't think he could make it from there, but unfortunately for him, I think that was exactly where the fuel strategy was. I think we had just the right number of laps left. Nonetheless, this battle for the race lead with 10 to go as Fry and Lemon are duking it out. Can they make it to the end? We're not sure if they can or not. 10 more laps around, though. Lemon chasing him down. He looks to the inside once again. Fry trying to hold it up on the top side. Going into the race, Fry was 2 points above the cut line. A race win would lock him into the round of 8. And he's been on the receiving end of a lot of the, instances of other drivers getting into him, but can he put himself into victory lane here tonight? A race win would put all of those little murmurs in the back of his head away. Lemon, though, not going to make it easy. Yeah, Tomlinson's still saving fuel as well. He was coasting it in to turn 3. Seven more laps. Tomlinson continues to fall away. Lemon looking to the inside once again as they enter turn 3. They'll be side by side through 3 and 4. Off of turn 4. Fry has that momentum on the high side. 6 more times around for the 82. Can he hold off the 23? The bottom is dangerous because Lemon will have the momentum down the backstretch. And there he goes. Oh, Fry up into the wall. Lemon goes to the inside. Tyler Lemon to the race lead. Oh, somebody blew up. Was that on track? I think that was... I'm not sure if that was on track or not. I heard the engine grenading for somebody. 5 more laps, though. This is a battle for the race lead. Lemon holds that race lead 4 more times around. Now that Lemon's in the lead, can he hold off the 82 from the counterattack? The Contact with the outside wall really played a factor there for the 82. These two battling it out for the race win with 3 laps to go as they go into turn 1. They both take the high side through 1 and 2. Running hard down the backstretch, nose to tail. They both take the high line in 3 and 4 as well. Can Fry close the gap? He's starting to close it a little bit down the front straightaway. Two more laps here from Homestead, Miami. Off of turn 2, Lemon still holds the gap at 2/10. And in turn 3, Fry has a lot of momentum. He collects the wall. He gets it wound up, though, first. Can he make it happen? White flag this time by the counterattack to the inside. He peeks the nose to the inside. There goes Fry, diving it down. The battle going to be tight off of 2. Oh, and they wreck. Fry trying to collect it. That's going to leave the lead to Tomlinson. The contact between the two. Tomlinson been saving all along. He's going to be the beneficiary of the incident.
So sorry, Lemon.
And off of turn 4, Mason Tomlinson wins from Homestead.
Good win, Mason.
Thanks, man. I was about to run out of fuel, so I just had to let him race it out. Kind of got lucky there.
Take
all the credit.
Take a look at the incident. A little bit of just getting the air off the car. And after that, nothing he could do.
Thanks, man.
Hooks the 23 down into the inside. And a hard shot to the inside wall for Lemon. Right there. Destroying that number 23. Fry able to collect it and bring it home for a 4th place finish. How much contact? That's a decent shot there for Fry, but man, the hard shot there gives Tomlinson the win. And that's exactly what he needed. He locks himself in to the round of 8.
I feel like less crap now.
Out of gas. Can't even do a burnout.
Yeah, Kevin, it looked like a little bit of netcode there.
Yeah, this is a bad way to end it.
And there he is, out of fuel, the number 4 of Mason Tomlinson. But he does lock himself into the playoffs of round number 8. So good for him. Can I get top 3 into broadcast waiting room as well, please? Thank you. I will, Happy. I will. Man, it sucks to have that battle go as well as it did for so long, and then to have it end like that for those two, and that's a tough way to go there for those two drivers in the 23 and 82. we do have our 3 drivers. We'll quickly go over the race results, though. And Mason Tomlinson comes home with the win, with Mike Marini in second position in the number 45. Andre Carvalho comes home P3. And then Tyler Lemon and Kevin Fry, 4th and 5th, with Justin Nava in 6th, Ray Hanneman 7th. Brandon Dayhoff comes home 8th, with Sean Wilder in 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Joe Hudson. C.D. Mangrum in 11th, Bryce Tucker in 12th, Colton Lanford 13th, Danny Gross 14th, and William Kern rounding out the field in the 15th position. So we will quickly take a look with Andre Carvalho. Andre, you finish in the 3rd position here tonight. How you feeling after that race? That's not what I meant to do.
Yes, hi.
Hi there,
Well,
Andre.
feeling awesome. Of course, it was just unfortunate that we had this incident at the end, and that's the only reason I finished in top 3. But I still, I take it. I was there at the track at the right time. Was running almost last all race long, so I was just trying to stay alive and take the opportunities, and that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it comes down to, really, as long as you're able to make it work. So, you said you were running near the back of the pack all race, but, really what it comes down to is right place, right time. Talk us through your race. I mean, what did you see out there while you were driving?
Yeah, I didn't get much practice, to be honest, so I was trying to do it while racing. So I was just trying to stay back, trying to follow the pack and getting one position at a time. So I took opportunities during the cautions to, just take one here, one there, stay in the leader lap, and just follow through. Ended up getting lucky, but that's racing.
Yeah, right place, right time will get you a long way in racing. Andre, we are going to Richmond next week. How you feeling going into the 3/4 of a mile track there in Richmond, Virginia?
Yeah, I unfortunately I'll be out of town on that week. Well, I don't know if unfortunately, because I don't really like the track. I don't really like the track. I don't do well there. So I'm gonna have to sit out on that one, unfortunately.
Well, then when you come back, we'll be at Watkins Glen. How you feeling about the Glen?
Oh, that will be awesome. It's completely different ball game. Road course. We'll see what happens. For that one, I definitely need to get a lot of practice in. It's a very difficult track. I like that one, but I do well on trucks there.
Yep.
Never really did a race the Cup car on that one, so will be interesting.
All right. Well, anybody you want to shout out before we let you go, Andre?
Just a shout out to Happy and the rest of the admins there, and you guys on the booth did a good job.
All right. Well, thank you, Andre. We will see you in a couple of weeks' time, and have a good week off.
Thank you, sir. See you.
Number 19 of Andre Carvalho brings it home in the second position, or third position, excuse me. Now coming home in the second position, we got the number 45 of Mike Marini. Mike, right place, right time. You get yourself up on the podium. How you feeling after that race?
Oh, pretty good. I thought I had a pretty good car, but
yeah, I mean,
it's nice to.
You were battling in the top 5 for a lot of the race, and a couple of hard battles there with Tyler Lemon. You had some contact earlier in the race. How did that affect your mindset with battling him at any other stage of the race?
It felt good. Just pretty much just trying to save tires and fuel the whole race. I left a set of tires in the pits. I was hoping for a late race caution and throw them on then, but other than that, I think it went pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, taking it home P2 is not a bad thing, especially with your positioning on the standings. I mean, that alone will help you push yourself forward a little bit more, especially with the issues for Kern. That should, I think, put you into the round of 8 if it were to end right now. So how you feeling going into the final race of the round of 8 in Richmond?
Well, Richmond's not too bad of a track for me, so you just gotta take it easy and just nice and calm and just worry about my race and not worry about anybody else. That's all I got to do, and seem to have okay results and got computer issues figured out and everything now, so I should be good going forward.
Yeah, and you lead the way here for GTR tonight. So anybody you want to shout out before we let you go, though?
GTR, Saucy and Jose, you guys in the booth, you guys do a great job, and everybody that takes care of the league.
All right. Mr. Marini, we will see you next week at Richmond.
Sounds good.
And that was P2. Now we've got our race winner here. Kind of lucked into it there, Mason, with the incident off of 2 between Lemon and Fry. But you get yourself a race win, locking yourself into the round of 8. How you feeling after that, bud?
Great, man. I almost screwed myself coming onto pit road there. I don't know what happened, if I just slammed on the apron hard or what. I kind of joined the race late because I got home late and didn't get a practice or anything. And, the cars are a little different. And I knew if I had a green flag pit stop, it was going to be a little hairy, but got a couple cautions and it worked out. And I thought I had plenty of fuel. I saved early on in that last restart, and I didn't. I was downshifting in the corners, and I looked down at my fuel, and I was like a lap short, and I was catching the 2 liters, and I just decided to accept my fate and hope they wreck or something, and try to save enough fuel to cross the line in third and cross the line with 0.2 gallons left.
That's all you can ask for right there, Mason. I mean,
Yeah.
the 2 race wins you've had have been fuel mileage wins for you. The race at Darlington that you won earlier in the season, you were battling there with Joe Hudson, able to save enough fuel to get to the end of the race. Here again, you had to save. Is that really like the strategy for you? Just trying to make sure you're saving enough fuel on these runs?
Honestly, no, I hate saving fuel. I'd rather go as fast as we can and see who's the better driver. But this track's in a different way, kind of like Darlington. I like running that high line, and I don't know, I'm pretty good at those 2 tracks. It's like the simple tracks like Kansas or something, which are my favorite tracks, I kind of struggle at or just have bad luck. But then the technical tracks like these, I tend to do well. So I was looking forward to this race, but I was a little nervous going into it with no practice, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you were battling up front pretty much the entire race, except for with the exception with that penalty that you had, and then that ended up putting you a lap down due to some issues there of having to let people by and the pace car passing you and all that. But you were able to get back on the lead lap. What was your mindset once you saw that caution, knew you had that wave around?
Just stay calm. Don't be too angry at my own mistakes, and I just didn't know. Those guys started pitting pretty quick after that restart, and I was like, I knew I was going to make it, and I thought I had less fuel than they did, and it just kind of threw me off. So when I saw them all pitting, I got a little excited and put the gas to the floor, and then I almost ruined it by running out. So it was just, I don't know, man. I like going fast. I like battling hard and going fast. I don't like clutching corners and, trying to hold your spot barely. That's just, I mean, it's an exciting win, but I'd rather just go fast and race,
Yep, I feel you. So with that win, you lock yourself into the round of 8, but we do have one more race in the round of 12. It's at Richmond. How you feeling going into Richmond?
I haven't raced there in the Cup car in a while, but we did Chuck's and Xfinity, and I think I got top 5s there. But I mean, those cars are completely different, so we'll see. I got nothing to lose, though. I can push it a little bit or stay back and not have to worry. So that'll be a last-minute decision, depending on how I practice and qualify. Get a feel for the speed.
Perfect. And then once we get into the round of 8, since you're locked in, looking ahead for you, we got Watkins Glen, an off week, and then Pocono and Martinsville. Any of those 3 races do you have circled?
Pocono. I like Pocono a lot. I used to be, I don't know, back in the NASCAR heat days and stuff, a road course guru, but these Cup cars are kind of tricky. So I don't know. I'll have to do some practice for Watkins Glen, but I'm looking forward to Pocono for sure. What's after that one?
Martinsville, the paperclip.
Yeah, I had a different league race last week there, and I had a top 5 car, but there's like 25 cautions, and I'm pretty sure I got caught up in like 24 of them. So I ended up getting a top 10 though after being 5 laps down. So I'm if I can stay out of trouble there, that should be a good race too. But Pocono's the one I really got circled.
Well, there you go. So race winner, locking himself into the round of 8. One more race win in that round of 8 will knock you into the championship 4. So Mason, anybody want to shout out before we let you go here tonight?
Just you guys for always putting on this broadcast. You guys do a good job, and my teammates. I know Will got taken out early, and Bryce is out of town, but Ray had a good race, and I was kind of confused when he had to pit early. But thank my teammates, Eternal Racing, Triple Stint Racing, iStats, and then all you guys. So.
All right. Well, we'll let you go, Mason. Congratulations on the win, and we will see you next week.
Thank you, buddy. Have a good one.
Mason gets the win, gets it done. Hanneman was up there to celebrate with him, congratulate him on a race win. Both those Eternal Racing teammates locked themselves into the round of 8 after 2 races in these playoffs. So that's going to do it for tonight. Lots of playoff implications there at the end of the race, with a couple people getting moved back down the running order. But overall, a nice race, a little bit of a fuel mileage one at the end. But Mason Tomlinson comes away with a race win here from Homestead. Next week, though, 200 laps at the Richmond Raceway, and it is going to be another very interesting night, and it'll be the cutoff race. Who will punch their ticket into the round of 8? Stay tuned next week to see exactly who does that at Richmond. Take it easy.